Sla van der Elst injured an ankle in training yesterday and is replaced by the young Scot George Cowie, and this will be George's 4th game in the first team. Manchester United, meanwhile, have also had to leave out a key player today. Brian Robson injured his neck against Nottingham Forest in midweek. He woke up this morning in severe pain, and Remy Moses comes into his place. Gary Birtles is back in the attack, with Scott McGarvey moving to sub. The referee is Stephen Bates of Bristol. And in brilliant weather, Manchester United have their usual big following. And it's West Ham who get us away, attacking the goal to our left. They're in the dark shirts. Manchester United today in a change strip of white. Here's Jeff Pike on the ball for them. United in such a good run at the moment, having lost only one of their last 7, and having won their last 3 games by a goal to 0. Cross with a delicate touch, but not reaching Brooking. Jump there by Ray Stewart, not making the right sort of contact, but here's Stewart again, finding Goddard. Devonshire away on the left, but it's cut out quite easily by Gidman for Manchester United. Laron backing off him, Devonshire coming back to help, and a goal kick. John Gidman coming back here, a part of a United defence that's conceded only 2 goals in their last 6 games. Brookings' header, it's Gidman again, or cross, leaping early but still getting a contact, being thumped in the back there by Kevin Moore, and a free kick to West Ham. The West Ham players lining up for this one. In fact, it's the little touch from Orr releasing Devonshire. Here's Brooking. Laurent. And the throw given to Manchester United. Oh, a miss. Control there by Wilkins, and the shot by Goddard not causing any problems. Birtles, Stapleton. Birtles, hit it against Orr. Orr! My word, a good save there from Parks that saved West Ham and certainly saved the blackness of full-back Ray Stewart. An awkward back pass, the corner about to be taken. We might just get time to see him play that ball back, and a fine piece of keeping. Cross, getting it away. Satisfactory season indeed for Ron Atkinson, the Manchester United manager. They look sure to get a place in Europe next season, next to his chairman. And John Lyall, things went off a little bit after such a good long spell at near the top. Alveston. Grimes. A deep cross against Stapleton coming in on this one. Important that Parks got there, and he did. Not only that, a good throw out for Devonshire. Goddard, back again for Devonshire, played on quickly. Now for Brooking, just over the top. Good play there by West Ham, incisive and economical and very accurate. And Brooking shot just a little too high. Played in there by Devonshire, Brooking taking it well on his chest, hitting it first time, a fraction too high. Cross, Allen, Brooking, holding off Moses well there. Well, will he go all the way? Well, the idea was perfect, because he'd also, having made the run, spotted the keeper a yard or 2 off the line, and in fact tried to chip Gary Bailey. There's Brooking looking up, assessing that situation with Gary Bailey a yard or 2 off his line, but Brooking played a little too high. Stapleton versus Orr. Birtles. Koppel. Oh, that was a good shot. Whipped that one in when I think West Ham were standing off expecting a cross. Showed a real footballing brain there, Steve Coppell. Here's Devonshire, and now cross, and a free kick for the foul by Kevin Moran. Mike's taken it, Devonshire played on to Brooking. Trying to get it in for Cowie, who'd come up fast. There's Allen on the far side. The cross coming in. Goddard couldn't quite get to it. But it really was a case of making a marvellous opportunity out of almost nothing. But West Ham get a throw with Laronde. Finding Brooking. Oh, that was amazing. Cross turning it in into the side netting. Applause all around, and the amazing thing, of course, is how Brooking managed to get a cross in here. He seemed to be so well covered, but he defies logic on those occasions, and Cross very nearly did the same there. Bertels to Grimes, coming towards half-time now, floated in there quite comfortably there for Phil Parkes to catch. Coppell. Owen. Stapleton. Coppell. Grimes back again for Coppell. Whipping a good cross in, but it'll be a corner off the head of Ray Stewart. The question is whether there'll be time enough for United to take it. Well, they have already. Grimes getting it in, and Brooking with a header getting it away, only as far as Moses. Now Wilkins, can Allen intercept there? He can't. But Orr gets it to Allen. As the half-time whistle goes, no goals. The nearest, in fact, the back pass from Ray Stewart that Phil Parkes had to tip away. And a half-time score here at Upton Park. Well, here at Upton Park, the start of the second half of the game between West Ham and Manchester United has been delayed. There was a bit of tussling and fighting behind that goal, and the crowd, for safety's sake, has spilled onto the pitch. Remembering, of course, that a game at Arsenal last week was held up right after the start between Arsenal and West Ham when a similar thing happened. John Lyall, the West Ham manager there, conferring with the referee. The second week in which a match involving West Ham, last week at Highbury, this week here against Manchester United, has been disrupted. So the second half gets underway. Manchester United in white, attacking the goal to our left. The second half delayed by some 5 minutes or so because of the crush behind one of the goals and a few spectators getting onto the field. I'm just wondering what that will do for the concentration of the players. The score standing 0-0. And Stewart heading it behind for the corner to Manchester United. So Grimes with a corner in the first minute of the second half then for Manchester United. Bertels and Coppell and Stapleton in the West Ham 6-yard area, and flicked on by Stapleton, who rather optimistically felt that it would be a corner, but the referee was in a good position to see that it touched no West Ham player. It's a goal kick. Not the happiest of hunting grounds, this, incidentally, for Manchester United. The last 9 visits, they've come here in the league without a win. Goddard. Unfairly shoved off the ball by Moses. Free kick for West Ham. Interesting position. It could hardly be more central. It's something like 23 yards out from goal. Brooking and Stewart behind it. Stewart quite capable of blasting a hole in that United wall, and that's what he'll be aiming to do. Don't seem to be back 10 yards, and that's why the kick's been delayed while Mr. Bates gets that organised. Satisfied. Stewart with a shot into the wall. And cross! The kick was ferocious. It ricocheted off the wall, off number 7 Moses, and Cross was in there to side-foot it with the outside of the right boot, and West Ham go into the lead with 4 minutes of the second half gone. So David Cross registers his 17th goal of the season. Nudge forward there for Brooking. Nudge forward now for Devonshire. And away on the right is got out with Cross away on the left. Devonshire. Brooking. In for Devonshire again, and Gary Bailey out as those 2 midfield men from West Ham again slice away through that United defence. Devonshire and Brooking. There's the return pass. Bailey plunging out of his goal by now and getting it there. Goddard nodding it on for Cross, turning it back, but United getting possession. Here's Koppel, and now Kidman attacking from the back. Lovely acceleration there. Stapleton trying to get it back to him. Laurent is there again for West Ham, and in the end Stewart knows where it's safe. With the throw, Birtles with the backward header, Stapleton, against the crossbar, no, tremendous let off there for West Ham. That would have really been a most spectacular equalising goal. Nodded on by Birtles. There was the overhead kick, and Parks in fact was lucky it didn't bounce off him and back into the net again. But Devonshire comes away for West Ham. Well, it wasn't a particularly good pass, and it gives Wilkins the chance once again to try and find Koppel, but Devonshire, realising his mistake, tried to get back there, and then in fact gave away the corner in attempting the back pass to Parks. There's no doubt that Alan Devonshire has looked as good as anybody in the midfield today, and that's when you remember people like Brooking and Wilkins are also there, with England places for the World Cup in mind. Koppel playing it wide, Moran playing it in! It's got to go down to Kevin Moran, although there was an aberration on the line so far as West Ham were concerned, and there was a United player in there too, but they all missed it, and here's the defender's header, and West Ham put off by the Birtles flick, and it goes past Parks and past Laurent and makes it 1-1. Kevin Moran's goal. And here's all for West Ham. And now Pike. Wilkins, Ormiston, Wilkins, what a good ball there for Koppel, played back in, and Laurent getting his head to it, but it only went as far as Kidman. Koppel again playing a deep one once more towards Birtles. How he missed the kick, or rather Pike it was who missed the kick. Moses trying to get in there again for Manchester United, who's suddenly come back at West Ham's throat. But here's Allen. And again, Brooking. What a good ball for Devonshire. turned it one way, then the other. Devonshire's cross, and Goddard couldn't quite get on the end of it. And Moran turning it away for the corner. Booking. And another one. So Devonshire with West Ham's corner. And Grimes getting it away. A chance for Devonshire to return it once more to the United penalty area. But no, it's a corner. Devonshire, but Stapleton drags that away well for Manchester United. Not only that, a good pass finds Grimes, and in turn it's Wilkins now coming into the attack. Grimes again. Orbiston. Long range shot! Hit the post! Well, that's twice they've hit the woodwork in this second half, and one goal they've scored, Manchester United. A real raking shot there from Arthur Orbiston, which had the beating of Phil Parkes, but not the post. Moran, the scorer for Manchester United. Stapleton. Orbiston. Koppel. Handball there, the ball cannoned off. I would have thought maybe Steve Koppel's knee, up to his hand. Good view for the linesman. The flag went up. The free kick taken. They claim handball by Moran, and they get it. So free kick to West Ham. Well, that was a free kick a little closer to goal than this, that West Ham's goal arrived 4 minutes into the second half. Here's Brooking. Back again for Devonshire. That's a good cross by him for David Cross. Well, Bailey made the save, but from my angle here, whether that in fact came off Cross or Moran is hard to say. Maybe the slow motion will tell us. Good cross whipped in once more for West Ham. They both went up for it, yes, quite clearly. David Cross's header. Koppel. Kidman. Now Wilkins. A little chip there towards Birtles. Well, that gave him every chance of making it 2-1. And Wilkins right at the centre of that one. A look up. A beautifully played ball there, which Birtles took well. For all the attentions of the defender, might have done a little better. At the back you can see all hooded up there, or at least with his collar well up, is Brian Robson, who has this stiff neck and couldn't play. Alongside him is Martin Buchan, with Scott McGarvey, the substitute, in the front row. Lou Macari there as well. Which gives you an idea, really, of the strength of this United squad when you see players like that who can't get into the side at the moment. So Ray Stewart doing a bit of organising back there. Orbiston playing it in for Stapleton. Orbiston again attacking well from the back, cutting in a good cross there towards Koppel. Now Wilkins trying it on the other side as the other fullback gets in there now. Kidman, and there's Birtles with it. Oh, what a good save! And Moses maybe with a chance in a tremendous scrimmage there. The whistle has gone. But a marvellous example there in the first place of both United fullbacks, full of attack, and a good smiling conclusion to quite a scrimmage there in that West Ham 6-yard area. Kidman it was, who dinked in a lovely little cross. Birtles a miraculous save in the first place by Parkes. Then the bodies and the feet started to fly, and the whistle went. Duxbury. Koppel, Goodman, Bertels. Well played, Laurent. Pike finding in turn for Allen. Off cross again for Paul Allen. West Ham coming forward. Now Brooking, can he get a good cross in? No, he can! Oh, a superb save by Gary Bailey from Goddard's header. Tremendous piece of football. A lovely cross by Brooking. And a lovely reflex save from the Manchester United goalkeeper from Goddard's header. Sure, 25,000 people expected that to be flying into the net in an instant. United, meanwhile, are making their substitution. Bailey, a tremendous save. Bertels goes off, and McGarvey is now on. But he'll only be on for a matter of a minute or so. A real late substitution, that one. Brooking now with the corner towards Stewart. Devonshire flying wide of that United goal again. And a real rousing finish now at Upton Park. As the final whistle goes, and it's a 1-1 draw after a really good, exciting and attacking second half, with David Cross having put West Ham into the lead early in the half, and then Kevin Moore at number 5 getting a header in for Manchester United, who hit the woodwork twice, and West Ham came back with a storming finish. So maybe it's just about the right result, and there's applause all around Upton Park. People here certainly have enjoyed it. And a final score which reads West Ham United 1, Manchester United 1.